We join the super legit crew before the season finale as we once again work on more audio problems. Douglas, are you on a different mic, or is the mic not set? You sound low quality.
You sound like shit.
Oh, really? I'm using my better mic.
Yes.
Oh no! Now we're hearing space aliens.
Now we're inside the human heart.
I'm using that mic that's in my dryer. Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, let me...
Sorry, guys. I had a burrito earlier.
Hey, it's just like Douglas is on the ones and twos. You see him there?
Save it for the show, Jen. Save those farts for the show.
I only get 5 fart jokes per show. I should really put them in my pocket.
Isn't that where the farts are?
While we're waiting,
that's where I keep them.
We watched The Hitman. Glenn Powell's the Richard Linklater thing. It's fine. The people that like it love it, and they're like, he's the next Tom Cruise, and this is just incredible filmmaking. And it's really it's fine. It doesn't make any sense. Like, he does not. The main character that he is supposed to be a fucking dweeb, and Glenn Powell does not read, no matter how much costuming and whatever. He does not read as a dweeb. But it does, like, all the different personas he takes on as these different to pretend to be a hitman are all really good. The acting's great, but it's like a 60% of the movie is the first act. It's a very, very long first act, and then it just kind of finally moves on. So it does have some pacing issues, and then it takes a really weird turn that doesn't totally make sense, but I mean, it makes sense for, like, Richard Linklater, for, like, how do we find a way to end this story? But it's good. It's worth watching.
Yeah, this was the guy who did Boyhood, right?
Yeah,
over 13 years.
Yeah. Richard Linklater did Boyhood, and I mean, he did Almost Famous, and he's got great movies.
That was Cameron Crowe.
Was it?
Yeah,
I didn't know Cameron Crowe warranted a
Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out a better place to put my mic. That was a drawer. The drawer in my butt. Okay, fine, 2 fart jokes.
As will surprise no one, the crew was too busy talking to bother starting the show, and once again got into the production SMB directed Sanders in last year.
We had such a great show last year. I'm like, I hope we can at least meet that, and I think we will definitely meet that.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
looking forward
already.
to this.
You know you're going to exceed it. It's fine.
I don't, dude. You were at the show. You know what happened.
It's a fucking pickle jar, and we loosen the shit out of it.
Douglas, do you have a hard out on time at all?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you fucked up with that answer.
No, what I was going to say
he
is,
couldn't think of it.
is anyone here old enough that you watched The Dukes of Hazzard growing up?
Deadly.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I did not.
I used to sing the song because I couldn't discern the lyrics. I used to sing
Merle Haggard.
And all they ever saw was a pickle in a jar since the day they were born. That's what I because I couldn't understand the lyrics. So I would sing, and all they ever saw was a pickle in a jar since the day they were born.
One of my favorite episodes of television ever directed was the episode that Richard Linklater directed.
Oh.
Of Dukes of Hazzard?
True story.
Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah, Richard Linklater directed an episode.
You're thinking of the Cameron Crowe
You
episode?
weren't even alive.
You're thinking of the Cameron Crowe
it was Cameron Crowe. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, because the music in it was great. It was all Wopat and Schneider acoustics.
When they jumped off the roof into the pool. Yeah,
it was all rotoscope animation. There's a lot of just kind of philosophizing.
Right about now, those Duke boys are
I can't believe
the
nobody
nature of the
picked up on that immediately with the huge fucking gaffe that I made just minutes before.
No, I was starting to think this was a real thing. I don't know. I trust you, Sanders.
I was giving you the face.
Yeah.
I don't.
Josh ate my ass immediately with like, no, it was Cameron Crowe, you fucking idiot.
Wow.
You
Is that
fucking
a phrase
imbecile.
that
It's on the show
is
title.
going around
I think we
the
found the
circle
episode title.
these days?
I'm going to write that down.
Okay.
Josh ate my ass. Nope.
He did.
Out of love.
He nom did.
See, that's how I usually hear it used.
It's the Super Legit Podcast season finale, everyone.
Yo.
Welcome back. It's going to be such a nice collection of people to wrap up season 2 of this show. Let's list off who we've got. We have Josh Spence,
Present and accounted for.
Chris Sanders,
My tummy hurts.
Chris Compton,
I am Chris Sanders.
Jen Burton,
I'm Sean Michael Boozer.
Sean Michael Boozer,
This really seems like the regular cast. You said it was going to be something special and nice. But,
and my co-host Michael Heiman.
Hello, Jet. Hello, I'm here.
Did I catch you unawares? Were you surprised?
Yeah, I was surprised. I kind of, maybe.
Do you remember we were doing a podcast?
Yeah, no, I don't know why I thought there were more names coming before mine.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, it's we have so many people available.
We
but-
now credit G.E. Smith and the Saturday Night Live Band at the end of the show.
Right.
Yeah. But we actually do have more people, Michael Hyman.
Yes,
What
and I'm
more
saying
person
that
do we
one.
have? Yes.
Well, yes, of course. Well, Jet, it's our season 2 finale,
Mhm.
and we couldn't do a season 2 finale without our friend Douglas Sarine. Douglas is an actor, writer, producer, teacher, and an improviser. He starred as the titular ninja on Ask a Ninja, one of the earliest podcasts whose groundbreaking popularity paved the way for the entire medium we are enjoying right now.
Whoa.
And while he is a favorite and frequent guest of the Super Legit Podcast, you can also hear him as the host of the amazing Anthem of Life podcast.
Yo.
You can hear him now on the season 2 finale of the Super Legit Podcast. Welcome, Douglas.
Oh, thank you so much, guys.
Yeah,
My-
dude.
but my check didn't clear, so have a great show, y'all. Have a great show.
We still got that recorded, so you're still
Yep.
the episode.
Woohoo! All we needed, just the sample so we can have your face on the album art. So, Michael Hyman, why don't you tell us what our question is for this season finale? What did we
Oh.
get in the mailbox?
Well, I'm excited for this one. It's it's a special one, and it seems to be close, near and dear to us. So the question is from listener Josh from Silmar. He asks, "Hey, Super Legit, love the show. I've spent most of my life playing guitar, and I talk about it a lot, so much that my best friends know that as part of my identity. But I really want to start playing bass. But I also feel kind of silly about it because I'm an adult, kinda, and I should just do what I want because it makes me happy. Old dogs can learn new tricks, right? Why am I so anxious about this? What was the last decision that you made that only really matters to you and caused you so much anxiety, and why?"
That's a great fucking question, by the way.
Yeah,
That is a fantastic question.
Big thanks to Josh from Silmar for
Yeah.
sending that one in.
Josh, before we get into our answers on this, that Josh should absolutely just play the fucking bass, dude.
Yeah.
And if
The
you
backbone.
haven't already, if you are listening, Josh, look into this really fantastic artist by the name of Grohl, Dave Grohl.
Grohl.
He was in Nirvana. He was the drummer.
Making a note.
But he started his own thing after some not
He's
great things.
notoriously
happened.
The
horrible
Foo
bass
Fighters?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, Foo Fighters.
if I can jump in on that too, I'd also recommend checking out Jaco Pastorius and also the theme song from Barney Miller. Those are just bass classics, my friend.
We'll put links to all of these in the show notes, especially this Grohl guy. If you know where we can find him online, I'll post
I
a
do
link.
have to say, like, with the deftness and eloquence of your question, have you ever considered co-hosting a podcast?
Oh,
I mean, that is
Oh my
the
gosh.
base
That
of a podcast is co-host.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. Yeah,
Yes.
he connects the
It
rhythm
holds down the
section
rhythm of the podcast.
cast
We
to the lead guitarist of the host. Yeah.
We
Should I take
regularly
up
call Michael
the
Hyman
bass?
the bassist of Super Legit. So
I need
yeah.
to start playing the bass
To
then. Is I
rhythm
think
of
what
the
I'm hearing.
podcast.
Yeah.
The bassist.
Hosting all
I've been saying that wrong this whole time. I didn't realize
You were going for the most bass.
The bassist
Yeah.
of us is what I thought
Right.
it was.
I am also the most bass. It's true.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Just for clarity.
But Douglas, do you have an answer possibly to this question as we've
Well, you know what? I think we might all be able to get on board with this, but I think that general decision of whether or not you attend a social engagement, that
Ooh.
like I would say, so I had I think like many performers have that social anxiety. And I went to go see a show last week, and I knew many people in the show, and I was psyching my up ahead of time and said, I'm going to stick around and say hi to some people. And within 3 minutes of that show ending, I was in my car, and I was and I drove around the block, and I parked on the street, and I psyched myself up, and I went back in and talked to 3 people.
Hey,
Good for you.
But
good job, buddy.
But like, it's a decision that like causes me so much anxiety, but has no effect on anyone else at all.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, those of us who want to socialize with you.
True.
Yeah,
Right, but
I was
Act
at
us.
90%.
does anyone else in
me
this
going
crew
to
have any
anything
social
is-
anxiety?
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
No,
Yes.
nobody.
This
No.
crew? Are you joking?
Douglas, there's a
100%.
fancy party I go to every year, and it's on this cliffside, and they have this one area that's raised above, and it's way out from everything else. Like, it's out from the main house, it's out from the bar, it's out from like the food area, and so it's way on the other side of the pool. Nobody goes out there, but it's this raised area, and it's got a cushioned couch thing on there, and the great thing I love about LA is nobody cares about you. Nobody's concerned with what you're doing, and I love that. So I go out there, I grab some food, and I grab a couple drinks, and I go out and I sit on this thing, and I'm out there for 2 or 3 hours, and then my date at the time, she's like, Shawn Michael, are you going to come say hi to people? I'm like, nobody's concerned about me. Nobody even knows I'm here. Nobody's looking for me. Nobody wants to talk to me. They have this great view. So then when we're ready to leave, like 4 or 5 hours later, I come through, and the first thing somebody says to me, hey, it was great staring at the back of your fucking head for 5 hours. And I was like, oh, apparently I gauged this wrong. So now I can't even hide comfortably, because I know that that's not even an option for me.
Yeah.
Super.
Look, Mark, I don't care that we've been in this vault for 2.5 hours. They're going to come back and get us. You have to have faith. We're not past
Of course they're going to come back to get us. I'm Mark Wahlberg. I always have faith. Are you kidding me? I've already prayed 20 fucking times. Are you going to pray with me? I've been asking you every time I'm about to pray. I'm like, Leo, dog, let's pray. Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Who eats the fastest gets the most.
Okay.
Dear God, please let's get out of this vault. I hope you unlock it. I could unlock it with my big, massive arms because I work out daily. You know what I eat for breakfast? You know what I eat for breakfast every day, God? You know what of course you do. You God. You know what I eat, though? You know what I eat? I eat 5 eggs. 5 whole eggs.
Hey,
because I have my doctor sit there. I'm not done praying, Josh.
Okay.
Just hang on.
Okay.
Hang on.
Sorry, Mark.
I eat 5 whole eggs. Do I eat oatmeal? No, of course not. Because that's a lie. Oatmeal's a goddamn lie. Sorry, God. I know I'm talking to you and I use your name in vain, but you damned it. You did. Anyways, please let us open this vault. Amen. What do you want?
Amen. I'm just 5 eggs is a lot. Every day. That's you
every day. It's not just 5
I'm
eggs.
personally
Avocados as well. I also eat avocados with the eggs. Some of the
I think
avocados,
that's-
the pit
I
is
think
removed
that's-
and an egg is installed in its place, and then it's
Wait,
cooked.
it's just-
So there's a
it's
cooked egg
cooked
inside the avocado.
inside the
Like the pit of the
avocado.
avocado is now an egg.
Okay.
It's just a protein.
Wait, is
pit.
this the prayer as well, or are we just talking back and forth?
No, I stopped praying. You hear me say amen. You know how prayers end.
Prayers
Are you kidding me?
end.
You know how prayers end.
Prayers end.
I swear to the God that I pray to, that I've prayed to 21 times now, that I will
Yeah.
hit you as harder than I hit that cab driver.
Okay. I just I'm really confused right now. I think I don't know.
No, I think a lot of people are, because people forget that I've
forget
publicly abused a cab driver a long time ago, and people just kind of let it go. They forgot that I did that, and they think that I'm just this wholesome, great man, and I'm really not. I'm kind of a dick, but I pray a lot, and I love you. You know what? Hang on, I got to pray a second. Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Am I praying with you on this?
Dear God.
Okay, sorry.
Please forgive me.
God, I am so sorry to disturb you. We have another rambling Mark Wahlberg prayer, and I know you told me to just, try to pick and choose the important bits, but I literally don't know what to do with this one, so I was wondering if I could run it by you.
Okay, let me come at you with this. Do you know what your role is up here in heaven?
Well,
you are my gatekeeper. Keep the damn gates, lady. Listen,
I'm a gatekeeper slash administrative.
Did you really just
prayer.
talk over? Did you really just talk? Are you talking over me? Are you talking over me?
I'm so sorry. I was just trying to clarify.
It's a venial sin. A venial sin. Do you know your sins?
Does that have to do with veal? Wait, am I gonna be slapped?
I don't think the God that you're praying to, Mark, is like bossing all the other angels around. I think he's a kind and decent God, and he doesn't slap everybody else around like that.
The God are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The God I pray to?
I don't think that's how it works.
The God I pray to?
Wrong.
On the first day, he created Boston.
All right, I'll tell you something else. You get a fresh one. You try and talk over me again. Do we understand each other? Do we understand each other?
My God, I thought I was an ethereal being, but you really got me. I didn't even know I had nerves to get into my face.
And
but I'm so sorry. I just was confused by the avocado.
God, it's always hard to have these problems here in Superhuman Resources, but we've been getting a lot of complaints from the angels about the way that you're treating them.
All right. Listen, so hey, I'm old school or Old Testament. All right, so I don't.
We
put
try
up
not
with
to
all
say
this.
old up here because
all right.
people have come from a lot of different ages. It really gets them pissed off in limbo. So we try to leave out the protected classes.
I'm original 5 books, is what I'm saying. This new fangled, hey, touchy-feely, look, I got holes in my hands, please finger bang them. I don't do that. That's not me.
So we went through a number of words that are on that chart right behind me.
Am I not supposed to be using those words? I thought that's
it's not an eye test. It's actually a list of words we try not to use in Superhuman Resources.
Well, why would you put them up there? It's like saying, don't think about elephant. All I can do is think about elephant.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, you are the boss. The boss of all bosses. The capo de tutti capo. Let me just flip that around. There you go.
Beautiful. Now all I can think is about things made in China. Great.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why we make things down on Earth. It really seems like it's kind of a lower quality merchandise. I would say you make the best stuff up here, and we that's why we try to source local. But you can't argue with
Hey,
just take it down.
By heaven. I've been pushing my heaven first agenda for a millennia. I don't know why we won't all get on board. Heaven first.
I think the problem
Heaven-centric.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I know you guys are having a super HR meeting, but there's another prayer from Mark Wahlberg, and I really don't know what to do with this one because it's just about finger banging, and that is it.
It might help if I put the chart back up.
Sorry to say it in this room.
All right, Mark. So how many times do we have to repeat this?
Hang on. I'm still praying.
Okay.
And if you could just let me go in and out super fast, so fast, like faster than we got the money out of that vault in the Italian job. Oh, maybe that's how we get out of this vault. Hey, hang on, Josh. I'm almost done with the prayer. Anyways, if I could just finger bang like as fast as you could, God.
All right, so number 1, we're not even really talking about finger banging. We're talking about finger blasting at that kind of speed. So I don't even know why he did. I mean, if you
add
even
that
know
to the bottom of the chart.
Yeah, please do.
Finger blast.
Okay,
well, I mean, I'm just confused because they've been stuck in this vault for like a week and a half, and there's no prayers about that, so I can't really address those. It's just like avocados and finger blasts.
Have we noticed any prayers from outside the vault? People hoping that they do get out?
Nobody seems to know that they're in there.
Dear God, please keep Mark Wahlberg in there. Please, just keep him in there. I don't care what it costs me. I don't need to be accosted again. I just want to drive my cab, all right? I want to drive my cab in peace. Please, God, thank you. Amen.
God, man, I knew if I kept him in there long enough, you'd reach out. It's been too long since we did a hang, man. You know, a good Satan God hang.
Listen, it's not that I've been avoiding you. I got a new assistant, new gatekeeper in there. And no, you come on. How long have we known each other?
Forever.
How long?
Literally forever.
Eternity, right? From before time
Feels
was
like
the time, right? Before.
Am I right? Yeah. So,
oh, you saucy so-and-so.
So you see what I'm doing with this Wahlberg gig, right, man? I mean, I'm just trying to create a conversation here, brother. I do everything I can to make him the shittiest person possible. And, you know, he's trying his damnedest. Like, he truly loves the Lord and everything you're about. But, brother,
oh, yeah, I could really feel it when he blinded that poor man. I was like, wow.
That was me.
He is down. I know that was you. You were very hard to take. I don't know if you're aware of this, but you are unpleasant as a being.
Me? I'm good times, man.
No. I am the life and the way.
You forget the way that we used to hang.
I remember what it was like, but do you remember when we split ways? Remember when I had to cast you out?
Yeah. I remember the most epic buzzkill of all time.
We used to be boys. You were my right-hand man.
Cut to how God and Satan used to hang.
You know, this is what I want my eternity to be all about, man. This is really what I've always thought it should be. Just, you know, people, beings, soulless animals. I'm gonna make them all soulless so you can eat them in good faith. You don't have to worry about it. And just doing their thing, you know. I'm tempted to go with your idea about credit scores, but I don't know if that's really the way I want to go. You know.
What about arm penises?
Arm penises.
Arm penises.
You're talking about fingers, yeah? The fingers. That's what
No,
we're calling
I'm
them.
talking about whole
Little
arms.
fingers.
I'm talking about. I know, but then people are just going to be finger blasting or finger fucking. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm talking about actual functional penises as arms, man.
I think you're thinking about fisting is what you're thinking about.
Mark, you're fucking crazy. There's no way God called them arm penises. There's no way that happened.
Can we just write this one at the bottom of the list here? I'm going to need to tape another piece of paper on.
I feel bad. I was just reminiscing a bit, and that one popped out. I feel bad. You know, what if we scrap the poster and just start writing on the wall itself? Would that be easier for you?
Sure. I'm going to have to get started. Have to get a ladder, but yeah, that's a great idea, God. I mean, well, I don't even have to say it. It's you.
Yeah. How about me? Me bless.
Legit.
Yeah.
It's like a full soap opera.
Is God Banksy?
When I go to hell for God talking about fisting, I blame all of you. Just so you know. That put me in that position.
That was Satan's fault. That was why they split up in the first place, was the suggestion of arm penises.
That's fair.
It really started with finger bang.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the
That's
gateway drug.
That was the gateway word.
Yeah. And
That's
you,
how they
as
get
the
you.
Gatekeeper, did not do your job.
That's how they get you.
I tried.
In real life, that's many times the way it starts.
So who else has an answer to this
Yes.
question?
Heard right.
One thing that Amazon and sort of buying things on the internet has turned every minor purchase into an ongoing, just intensive ongoing series of research and reading reviews and comments. And if you just send me into a Target, I will buy the first goddamn screwdriver I see. But if I order something on the internet, I find myself going from one thing to another to read reviews that are all reviews of what the mail was like and people who are mad that this wasn't the kind of screwdriver that they didn't order and all. But I feel myself compelled to be I want to avoid getting screwed over on a screwdriver, and there's no way you can fail. If this is not made of pasta, you will be fine. But the mere availability of information makes even the simplest decision impossible.
100%.
Wait a minute. If it's not made of pasta?
Yeah, that one I would say won't work.
But if it's pasta, then you're in
cooked
business.
pasta.
Yeah.
A screwdriver made of
Oh, I
uncooked
say
pasta
screwdriver
could potentially work still. I think at least for a little while.
Touche.
Depends on for
there's-
how long you want it to work. Yes.
There's lots of possibilities to this.
I'm gonna have to change my review.
Hey.
I gotta.
Oh
Should I leave? I'll leave.
no, that's
Yeah.
that's a show title contender right there.
Yeah, you are needed to name an Italian restaurant in my hometown.
Possibilities.
Which I do think Fresh Possibilities was the name of an Italian restaurant in my hometown. And Italian is in the scariest of scare quotes imaginable.
Those online reviews are they are their own like rabbit hole, because you also have to then understand the psychology of the people writing the reviews, because you have to evaluate, okay, is this person in fact a moron? And that's why the product did not work for them. Did they get a dud because duds exist all the time?
Oh, wow.
And on the flip side, are they a paid review shill? Like, you can frequently find them where it's like there's 15 reviews in a row that are all 5 stars and are like, this was great. Just like,
This
all of
product
their
or service
reviews
was
were just
wonderful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You get the people who like put so much effort into it. Is like, what is your life? What life do you have that it's just reviewing the random things you buy online?
I think this leans into your like skeptic background, Jet, because by the way, everything you said 100% like makes sense. I'm the idiot who like reads reviews and is like, yeah, and then what happened? No, what? Oh, fuck this, man. Nah, I'm getting a different pasta screwdriver. That place can fuck off. Like, I really read the reviews and and Compton's right too. Like the amount of gains you would get from like the extra hours of research do not add up.
Yeah.
Wait,
For a
Josh,
$15 item.
is all of that bullshit the like 2 pages of backstory before a recipe? Is that your smut?
Yeah. How you did like grilled cheese? Well, it started in the cheese curds in Madison, Wisconsin. What? And then what happened? And then the curds and whey? What word? Fuck.
Tell me more about the train ride your grandmother took.
This is shifted to talking about the Kurdish people.
I do have an answer to Josh and Somar's question.
Great.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Hear it, yeah.
First of all, Josh and Somar, you should do whatever you like. Life is short. Enjoy it. I would say, you know what? I am very similarly afflicted, and I'll tell you why. I love the guitar.
Fancy that.
But you want to play bass?
It's coincidental. No. I want to play guitar. The thing is, people know me for, or I talk about it so much, they go, oh, Josh, you plays guitar. I'm so afraid that sometime, like, my friends will be like, hey, play this song. Like, that's never happened. Like, at a campfire, pull out the guitar, play some songs, and then I will not be able to play acoustically great. Mm-hmm. So that fear of that happening, which has never happened. I don't remember the last time I've gone camping. I don't remember the last time anybody's
hang around lately.
I don't remember the last time anybody's ever asked me to play guitar for them. But this constant, this might happen, keeps me motivated to play the guitar. And Jesus Christ, sometimes I would love to get off that anxiety treadmill.
Hey, Josh, do you you're in your apartment right now, right? Where you live?
Yeah, but my guitar's not here. That's a lie. It's right behind me. But it's
wow, it's amazing that you already kind of knew where I was going with this.
Yeah.
Josh, what if you what if you strap that thing on and we take a few minutes so we can talk amongst ourselves and you strap that thing on and get it plugged into your amp there, and
whenever you want to throw to an ad,
just, pull out your acoustic.
Maybe you play the guitar for us right now, real quick.
I also think it's interesting that, wasn't it 2 weeks ago you were asking us to set up a camping trip?
Super.
Josh, you're here. Oh, thank God.
Fuck! Legit! Cut to an ad!
And here on Guitar Classics, we've got Josh Spence playing all of Deep Purple.
Oh, boy. Josh, thanks for coming on this camping trip with us. It's not very often that Jimi Hendrix, James Taylor, Steve Vai get a chance to go camping with you, buddy. So
Hey, it's your boy
Uh,
Steve. It's your boy Steve. This is what I sound like. We all know what I sound like.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us, Josh. We just needed one more to round out our s'more pack.
Yeah, I would have played, but I heard that Josh was coming, and I just I left my guitar at home. And
Yeah, because why would you need to bring one when I'm here? Of course. Yeah, right.
Same thing with me. I was like, I've got my upside down, backwards strung guitar, but I don't need it if Josh is going to be there. Y'all have heard my stuff.
Right, but we can hear it again. People pay good money to hear you play, sir. I will happy to give you my debit card to hear you play right now.
Oh man, don't be so humble. I seen fire and I seen rain. And now Josh Spence is here to bring the pain.
Cut to Shawn Michaels.
Well, actually, I'm more interested in. I didn't know he spoke like that when he didn't have his guitar strapped around him. I like to hear more from him. That is
James
an
Taylor.
amazing voice. He seems. Yes,
James Taylor.
I've never heard him talk so aggressively. Let's cut back to James Taylor.
That's sweet baby James to you, motherfucker.
James, settle down. We'll get him playing, man.
Bzzz. Oh man, I keep buzzing around this stupid pine tree. Dude, they've been trying to get Josh to play for 6 hours now. He's just sitting by the fire, denying everybody. It's almost like, dude, I only live for 14 hours before I die. I want to hear some guitar.
I mean, how do you think I feel? Look, I never get invited to these anymore. They told me, Eric, Clapton, you are not part of the club anymore. No one's interested in hearing from you anymore. It's like I say a few things that are controversial, and I'm just out.
Hey, guys. Do you think Eric Clapton is up in that tree? It sounds like Eric Clapton is up in that tree talking to the bees.
I thought I heard something.
We didn't invite him,
I thought I
Josh,
heard
because we
something,
just
but-
wanted it to be Steve Vai, Jimi Hendrix, James Taylor, and Josh. We didn't invite Eric, but I think he's up in that tree, y'all.
Hey, Eric, I think they're on to you.
Look,
You know,
I need
I'm
to
a
be part of this. I need to be part of something anymore, okay?
I'm as a mosquito. I can't be a part of this. I can't be seen with you. I'm gonna buzz off.
Oh, great. Everyone leaves me at this point. I'm just going to be up here crying tears in heaven.
I'm going to give you a side tangent story to all this wonderfulness. I got a phone call from our teammate, Ali Maher, a couple weeks ago. She had a couple of drinks, and she called me on her, FaceTime, and she was like, Josh, I know you can play the guitar so well. I just want to sing. Play Everlong so I can sing, and we'll duet together through this thing. And it took like a half an hour of cajoling. I was like, I'm out of practice. The strings, all these. She's like, come on. Like, let's do this. It'll be fun. No, but she was like, she's got the drink burps. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'll be fine. And after a half an hour, I finally go, you know what? Fine. Let's do this. So we set it up and I tune everything. I get ready to go. And
then we cut back to Josh at the campfire.
That was great, Josh. That was...
Father, Son, Holy Ghost, sweet, fast as gets the most. God, I swear to God, I'm a little bit drunk right now. I've been drinking a lot. But if you could have Josh Spence play Everlong right now on his guitar, if he could just pull it out for me right now, I would end my life. I would commit suicide so I could be with you.
This
if
is
you
my
would just
fault.
play Everlong right now.
This is all my fault. This is what I get.
God, look, I am so sorry to interrupt you
I'm
and Satan's
taking in-
lunch. But there is a
Yes.
serious thing happening right now, which is Mark
What?
Wahlberg has said that if you make Josh sing Everlong, he will kill himself.
What?
I
What
know.
took you so long to get here?
I
We
ran
can't pass-
as fast as I could across the clouds, and I didn't know where you guys were. You guys were in this very seedy cafe. I don't know
you know
which
what?
one of you
Say
wants to handle this.
Say less. I'm gonna Barbara Eden bop myself down to Josh's presence.
I'm going with you.
I'll clean this up.
Hey, Josh. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
I know you. We rarely appear as a duo anymore. I rarely appear to people at all anymore. They usually go with my kid. But here's the thing. I need you to do me a solid, pal.
You like my
need-
t-shirt, man? You like my t-shirt?
Dude, can we stay focused, Satan? Can we? What are you doing? Do you know what's
It's
at
Stevie
stake
Ray
here?
Vaughan. Stevie Ray fun.
No, it is a sweet shirt. It's very vintage.
This is from the night. This is the concert
this-
from the night I killed him.
I didn't need to know that. Oh, that's a bummer.
This is how you get kicked out of heaven twice, pal. This is how you get kicked out of heaven.
I'm
you
a
went
bad
from my
guy for
right-hand
owning a
man to the
t-shirt?
Pain in my ass.
No,
What
I
is
used
that-
to
what is
know
it throwing up
the
with
God
like
I
a-
used to know liked the little ass stuff. So
The God you used to know.
you used to like when I was a pain in your ass. You used to like when I was a pain in your ass.
You know what? That was a long time ago. I was young. We were just not the point. The point is, I need you, Josh. I need you to limber up those fingers.
Right.
I need you to grab that thing behind you and strap it on easy, Satan. I need you to put that guitar on. I need you to get those 6 strings and those 5 fingers ready to roll. You, my friend, are going to do us a solid. You're going to get us rid of a one Mr. What's the kid from Boston? What's the kid's name? Mark Wahlberg. You're going to get rid of him for us with a simple song. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Barbara Eden magic bounce you over to a vault. So you have your guitar on? Here.
I do. I can't lie.
It's on you now. Let me give you one more solid. So, you ready? And
I'm going to turn it
to the
D.
vault.
All right, we're going to pause it right here so Josh can turn around and put his guitar on him.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Yep, it is going to happen.
So,
if you don't, we're gonna get a karaoke.
This is
version
Josh Spence
of,
playing guitar.
More
right
Than
now.
Words by Extreme.
yep, that's me.
That's the best I've ever played, Josh Spence.
That was perfect.
Now it's permanent record, buddy. Permanent record.
So to wrap up with Allie, she goes, "Okay, here we go. Let's do this." And I said, "Okay, I'll count us in on 4, and I'll start playing. You know the song, right?" She's like, "I love the song. It's my favorite song," which is a lie. But okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I start playing the chords to Everlong, and
How do those chords go again?
Could you play them on the guitar for us?
That would be. I have trouble remembering.
Yeah.
Here's why you'll see at the end. I'm playing the song and I don't hear her singing, and I'm like, well, I'm going to keep playing along, and she'll jump in when she goes. And I go through the whole song, and at the end, all she is doing is just going, "I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I gotta go. Bye." And just hangs up. And left me alone with my guitar while I gently wept.
So wait, did you
Well,
play
luckily-
those chords then?
I did.
Like
but
you're gonna play now?
Huh.
I'm not gonna. No. Well, the season.
This seems like it would be a good
Hey,
way
Josh,
to take that
we-
moment back.
We will hear you, Josh. We will hear
Yeah.
you.
You don't have to. You don't have to worry. There's no one else listening, Josh. This is a podcast.
God, I wish we had
Josh.
Legit.
So in answer to your question, Josh,
layered.
for Josh from Silmar, he should absolutely play the bass. Josh from Super Legit, stay in your fucking lane.
You could take a lesson from him, Josh from Super.
Yeah.
Before I forget, real quick, Sanders, thank you for bringing Mark back. Is a friend of mine when we were on spring break in Florida got punched in the face by one of the Funky Bunch.
Not Marky
Not
Mark.
Marky
Was there
Mark,
a
just
different-
one of the bunch?
No, because Marky Mark is separate. It's Marky
Yeah,
Mark and the
that's
Funky
true.
Bunch, so he's not a part of it. Yeah.
Because he
But
legitimately just
They are
they
cajoled
were all
by
rolling together,
Mark.
and he was like, "Hey!" And then the guy punched him in the face. That's as far as he got into.
What
They
the
were like
fuck?
walking through the hotel, and they were rolling out, and he went, "Hey!" as if like, "Hey, there's Marky Mark," and this guy just decked him in the face. Just punched him in the face.
And this
Spit
was
him out.
this last year.
Yes, just last year, and they just kept.
Does anyone know the
kept
name
rolling.
of a single person in the Funky Bunch that isn't Marky Mark?
No. But I think
Donnie
if I was
Wahlberg.
part of a group that was called the Funky Bunch, I might want to punch somebody. I mean, like, just being like, I'm in the Funky Bunch, like, that's my role.
Yeah, and
Or
who's
you Marky
your
Mark?
leader?
There's something
Who's
really
your leader? A
punchy-
guy that doesn't wear pants well.
And no one knows my name. I'm just in the Funky
Yeah,
Bunch.
the Funky Bunch does sound like a DJ who can't remember the name of a band. And that was the Funky Bunch.
Yeah.
With Let's Get Hoppin'. Okay, let's roll up the next set.
Guys, Mark's moving on with his life, and I think it's time for us to do that
No
solo
way.
album. I think it's time to do the solo album we've been talking about.
What are you talking about?
All of us in the Funky Bunch?
I'm talking about
Solo?
the Funky Bunch solo album. I'm talking about our dreams, all these lyrics we've talked about for years.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. I haven't been working out, you know? I haven't gone to I haven't been on the punching bag at all.
Plus, if we're just called the Funky Bunch, we sound like a children's group. It just sounds like we should be, like, dressed in fruit costumes. Like, I should be grapes.
I don't think
And
that's a
then we
bad
should be,
idea,
like,
Razorblade.
like-
Razorblade, I think that's a great idea. I think we could all be
Thank
bananas.
you for knowing my name.
I think if we were all bananas, that would be fine.
I like being a banana, yeah. That just feels good to me.
Hey, I got a banana right here. Am I right? Hey.
It's an actual banana in your hand.
Hey,
I'm hungry. Can I have one?
I got low potassium. I'm hungry.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, I don't mean to be the devil's advocate here, the rest of the bunch, but I just want to make sure we all
Oh,
know,
God.
what we're part of, because all of our music, all of our songs came out in 91 and 92. Can any
man.
of you name?
God.
Any of you want to name
God.
a few of our songs?
Oh,
God. Brody, you're the most Boston of all of us. I love you so
yeah,
much.
everybody knows Good
Go
Vibrations,
Celtics.
but
Yeah, good vibrations, of course.
what others? Do you remember
there
the
was,
other musics we did?
There was stripes. I like stripes.
Oh
The
yeah,
Stripes,
I
Stripes.
remember I
Happy?
Like Stripes.
Don't worry, be happy. That was one of ours, right?
Yeah, that was. It was.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you're all right.
Go Pats.
Go
Yeah,
Pats.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everlong,
Yeah,
Everlong.
Yeah.
Everlong. Yeah, we did do
Dunkin'
Everlong.
Donuts.
Jolene was a classic.
Oh,
we
it
do
was
really
such
well
a
with
good
Jolene.
one. Yeah, we
Yeah.
would start the shows. The two shows that we had, both of them, we let off the show with Jolene.
The Wheels
Yeah,
on the
he
bus.
ended it
Remember
with
Wheels
Jolene,
on the
too.
bus? That was a good one.
Oh yeah, you remember how the
Go
wipers
Browns.
go?
Browns.
Yeah, you remember the wipers go swish? Yeah.
Yeah, the
that what they
explicit
did?
Blame it
lyrics.
on the
The
rain.
explicit.
That was a good one. Blame it on the
I
rain.
was pretty high for that
That's
one.
my
Yeah.
favorite one.
It was Blame It
Fuck
on the
the
Rain that made us all
Yankees.
see a sign, and then we made a song talking about how I saw
Seeing that
a
sign.
sign.
Yeah.
We seen it. We seen the sign.
Yeah.
I'm
seen
just
it.
saying, I believe in the bunch, and I don't know about anybody else, but I think Mark is a bully, and
Wow.
he never,
That took
he
courage.
wasn't. I'll tell you this: it was Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. He wasn't part of the bunch. We are the bunch.
Oh,
You're
Yeah.
so right. I only
Such a
my
good
voice is
point.
like this because he choked me.
He always acted like he was better than us.
you saying that out loud just stabs me right in the heart with the pasta screwdriver. Like, I just feel that deep down.
This sounds like one of our songs shot through the heart.
And who's to blame? Who's to blame?
Marky Mark, that's the one who's
That's
to
it.
blame.
I'm
He's the
looking
one.
up banana costumes online. I'm just trying to get the right one. As soon as I find a really good banana costume online, just check out these reviews, find out which one's the best, and then we're moving forward.
We
all
gotta
right, just
have
give me a
Read
costumes
them carefully,
to
though.
record the album.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
just
Read
give me
those
a-
carefully because some of them say 4.5 stars, but you read the reviews and clearly they're paid shills. So watch it, okay?
All right, just give me a couple of years, and I'll get these ordered right away.
Do you
Come
think
back
people are
on the
gonna
words.
remember the Funky Bunch in the year 2024?
I don't even remember the Funky Bunch.
but you're in the Funky Bunch.
Yeah.
Hey, we're the Funky Bunch.
Oh, I remember that one.
People say we funky
Funky
around.
Around.
Yeah, the Funkies.
We don't bother not funkin'.
I'm just gonna push record on this boombox. Let's just do this.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think this is it.
Here's a story of a group of Bostonians. Yeah, who
Funky.
were funky.
All they saw was a pickle
This
in
is
a
great.
jar.
This is gonna sell.
Legit?
Legit.
Hey, Michael Heiman, that music was expensive. How are
Oh,
we going to
yeah,
pay for it?
was. Yeah, especially that. Yeah.
Do we have a
Special
sponsor
announcement.
to help us cover that bill?
God, you know we do. And,
Oh,
here,
great.
Here it is. Hey, you want something cool? Yeah, I bet you do. Guess what? You don't know what it is. I'm gonna tell you. It's called independence. You haven't heard of them, but you know what? They're cool, but you don't know. And you know what? If you don't know, you don't deserve it. You're not cool enough to know because you don't know yet. You know what? You think you know what they look like? You don't know because you don't know. They're so indie. They're so cool. You should see our early work. It's way cooler than this, but this is cool. The independents, you know what? They're supposed to look like that, but you don't even know. Listen, if we have to explain it, then you won't get it. Independence is the hottest thing, but if you think you know what you're looking for, you don't know what you're looking for. And if you think you have it, you don't. That's the cool thing about independence, is it's always unattainable and it's always cooler than the thing you have, and you'll never have it. We made a lot, so we'll never sell out. Independence. We also are designed by David Mamet, so fuck you. Independence.
You know what I love about their products more than anything is they're so cool. They don't even have any branding on it. It's just a bit like, it's not even like generic where it says like beer on the outside. There's nothing on it to tell you what it is.
Yeah. I saw them not play at Coachella and they were amazing. And that is, by the way, the least racist thing David Mamet has said in the last 20 years.
So I'd love to hear some more answers to this big question that Josh and Selmar sent in.
Jet, do you have one?
Oh God, I feel like the big one for me that was the holdback for many, many years was even attempting to consider putting my toe back into the acting waters again, professional acting. And absolutely had me filled with anxiety, because especially as someone with ADHD, and possibly a few other things I'm considering, as like, I overthink everything. Absolutely everything is, if I want to do this thing, I'm also thinking about the 1,800 other steps past it and all of the difficult things that are going to come up then. And I can't take the first step because I can't solve the last problem.
May I ask a question, Jet?
Yeah.
What other things are you considering? Like, you know what? I have this, but you know what? I'd also like a touch of Asperger's.
You're considering.
You know what I hear is fun this time of year? Chlamydia. I'm thinking about that as well.
Considering the chlamydia to go with the ADHD.
I have seasonal chlamydia. Yeah.
I have enough friends who are officially on the spectrum at this point, and I'm reading so many details, and it's kind of the same stuff that was exactly why for years I was reading all these specifics about ADHD and going, why are they saying they have ADHD? Everybody does that. I do that all the time. And it was slowly over a couple of years that I was like, oh, maybe there's a reason why I do all of those things, because apparently not everyone does those things. And so, yeah, I'm seeing more and more things that are in the autism spectrum territory. I'm like, it's at least worth looking at, because, I'm weird.
Who isn't?
Yes, of course. But it's I think just in the same way getting the ADHD diagnosis was really valuable for me. It's worth seeing what else is going on and if there is anything, because it helps frame things.
Super.
All right, I have your chart here, and I have done all the tests, and well, your official.
Just real quick, when you say all of the tests, do you
every test that covers every possible thing you could have, every possible diagnosis.
I want to make sure how literal you were being, because I take things very literally, but I wasn't sure if you were literal. Okay, thank you. All right, please proceed.
Here's the thing. The good news is that you only have one thing, and that one thing is that you're weird. That's it.
Great. That's great.
That's it. You are fully healthy in all parts of your body.
That's great.
You got no
I knew that. Yeah.
Any pathological brain things, but you are weird, and there's just no cure for that. The best I can do is give you prescription for this is just some aspirin, actually. This isn't unrelated. I just have some free scripts for aspirin. You can go down to CVS.
Yeah.
And then a support group. There's a phone number for a support group that you can join for other weird people.
Hey, Doc, I'm hoping you can help me. I need you to write me a note for work for HR. I've been out for a week, and I told them it was because I was super cool. So if you can just write down that I was super cool, or if there's any way we can quickly diagnose that I am indeed super, super cool.
Well, I've run all the tests while you've been standing here, and unfortunately,
oh wow, that was quick. I didn't even feel a thing.
You're just weird. So I can write you a note that just says you're weird. Do you think that would help you?
No, they already know me as pretty weird.
I do have a free script for some aspirin here if you would like this. You think that would help?
Hey, Doc. I hear you're the person to come see if you need some scripts.
Yeah.
I was prepaid for a couple of Netflix films, and they're due. And so I need a couple of sci-fis with the side order of a rom-com, please.
You're thinking scripts with a T. You're not the first person who's made that mistake. I mean scripts with a P and another P and then an S at the end. Scripts.
Hey, Doc, I'm trying to get hooked up with an oceanographic observatory.
Oh my God!
Wait,
I can see how this is my fault.
Hey, Doctor. Hey, Doc. I'm really in the bind. I did some poor licensing deals for syndicated television, and I need you to help me out with my company.
With your licensing fees.
With the Scripps Howard Broadcasting Company.
Oh boy!
I heard that you can handle scripts.
In another hot water zone.
You said you can handle scripts.
Well, it is. Well, I already had to give an aquarium to somebody, or a large oceanographic facility. This is my fault.
You don't have a hand truck back there, by the way, do you?
I do. It's in the closet.
I got it. I'm on it.
Oh my God!
Hey, Doc, it's your boy Marky Mark. I got a real problem with my Funky Bunch. See, we're getting back together. They all got together and they were like, why don't we do an album? And then I called them and I was like, how dare you do an album? I've been praying to God about this. I prayed to God about this. You know how many times I prayed to God about this, that they didn't do an album?
Well, I've 4,525
times.
4,525
times. Anyways, the problem is they've agreed to do it. They want to do it. I've agreed to do it. But what they want to do is they want to take their clothes off, like I used to take my clothes off. Like I used to take my pants off. I used to just drop my pants, and I used to wear my pants around my ankles. You remember that? Remember that? I had Calvin Klein underwear, and I would wear my pants around my ankles. I'm not done yet. I used to wear my pants around my ankles. You remember when I would do that?
I do.
Yeah. Well, now they want to do that too, but they don't just want to wear their pants around their ankles. They want to take all their clothes off. But they're all now trying to live in the world of Gen A. I think it is. I think it's Gen A. It's the newest generation. So they don't say things like normally. Like I used to strip. I used to take my clothes off and I would drop my pants and I would just kind of strip. Now they want to script. They want scripts. So if you could help me out with some scripts so that my Funky Bunch can scripts, I would really appreciate that.
Okay, that's a script with a T, is what you mean, right?
No, scripts.
Because I don't do those. Scripts.
Mark, you mean to tell me that we are in this vault because we're trying to steal money to record the new Funky Bunch album and that we're locked in here? That's why we're doing it? You're an actor. You could just pay for it yourself. What are we doing?
I don't pay for anything on myself. Do you think I paid for you to be here? You were just here on your own volition. You
Sadly, yes.
You refuse to play guitar. This vault, this outer vault, this antechamber, as it were, is full of guitars. There's bass guitars all on the wall behind you. You could just strap one on right now and you could play it. Because you know what this vault, you know what one of the keys to this vault is a sick bass line.
We need to stop calling this a vault. It's a guitar center.
You could just play a sick bass line and it would just open the door. It would just open it.
This is coming together.
You could just do it.
You know, Mark, I think they locked us in here because they're going to record the album without us, and they don't want you in it. I think
that's also a possibility. Is that they might not enjoy my presence, which is I was the one that walked in. I barged in on their conversation. They had all gotten together because they're the Funky Bunch, and you know, one time I was in Disney World, and one of my members just socked this guy right in the fucking face. Just right in the fucking kisser. He just nailed him. This guy was like, oh my God, it's the Funky. And then boom, he didn't even get out bunch.
And as this monologue's going, the corporal body of Josh melts and his spirit ascends into heaven as Marky Mark is continuing this monologue.
It's just right in the fucking kisser.
So, Josh, we brought you to Demi-Human Resources because you seem to have been abusing your one role here. You really asked to do one job. You can see the job description I have written on the wall that says play guitar. It actually fits on the chart really well.
Right.
But we can't keep you on if you can't live up to the job description. And
I know.
Let me tell you,
just nerves.
firing
sometimes.
people from the afterlife is the hardest part of my job.
I know, but you don't. Mr. HR, can I explain why I'm nervous about playing in front of people?
Guess
and
what?
friends?
My job's not my name. Yeah,
Oh, I'm
all right?
sorry.
But
I'm sorry,
very
that's why.
demeaning of you.
That's very What is your name, sir? I'm new here to Demi Heaven.
But it's Harold Robbins.
Mr. Harold Robbins.
Yeah, you can call me by my initials.
Mr. HR.
Let's not even go there. Look, what's your point?
Maybe if I explained why I'm reluctant to sometimes play in front of people, that would be a saving grace for me.
I'm fine. I am all listening devices. We try not to comment on people's bodies.
Great. So I don't think it relates to that. When I was a teenager, I ditched school one day to go be in a music video for this band called The Ataris. And after they did the video...
The Ataris or Atari Teenage Riot?
No, not Atari Teenage Riot, the German punk band, the emo pop punk band in the turn of the century.
Okay, good, because you would be in the wrong place otherwise. Okay,
100%. Right.
Okay.
So they did a concert afterwards for everybody that was there, and they said, who knows this song, San Dimas High School Football Rules, which I, of course, did. So because I was in the front row, my friends pushed me up, and I actually got on stage to play this song with this band, which I was very, very, could have been a life moment. And as he handed me his Telecaster and the drummer kicked it off, 1, 2, 3, 4, with the pick in my hand, I dropped the pick and it just went, and like 600 people had a collective laugh, which was pretty funny, but has made me reluctant to play in front of people for the rest of my life, or when I was alive.
That was you? That
was me, man. Yeah.
Oh, it's an honor to meet you. We have that playing on a loop out in the lobby. Hey, come out and see.
No.
Hey, guys, everybody, it's the Ataris guy.
No,
it's the Ataris guy.
I love this guy.
Hey,
Wow.
you love me?
I love that jackass.
Oh,
Man. This is
I
like
watched
the
it on
only
loop.
place we can watch this literally forever.
This is like a star sighting, man. I thought you would have been in guitar hell by now, but no. Wow, you're here.
No, I just escaped guitar hell. I was trapped in a guitar center with one Mark Wahlberg.
It's the only
That's
thing that
guitar
gets
hell.
my wife
That is
in the
guitar
mood.
hell.
Yep, yeah, I think that's right.
Guitar hell is being stuck in a guitar center with Mark Wahlberg.
Right. So
We've got the paint on the wall right here. See, it's right above the archway.
So, knowing that story, sir, Mr. H.R. Robbins.
Harold Robbins, not Harold Robbins. Do you want me to take my PIN number for
No,
my
I-
ATM machine?
You know what? I'm not the right guy for this job. You're right, Mr. H.R. Damn it. I will see myself out, and I hope the next candidate who should be coming in right behind me is a better suit for this job than I am. I thank you for your eternal time.
Can I just real quickly ask you what you're going to do when you see yourself out? How are you planning to see yourself out of the afterlife?
Oh, please. I hope he
I'm not
plays
saying-
himself
Not
out.
one to-
I hope he plays himself out.
No,
That's a way.
Oh,
That's a way
yeah.
to
Play
do it.
yourself out. Play yourself out.
Here's
Just
your
vamp
pick,
yourself
sir.
off stage.
Here's
No,
your
I
pick.
don't. No, not again. Not again.
Hey, nothing for you to fret about. Let's go.
All right, San Dimas High School
He
football
did it
rules on 3.
again.
Honey, I just heard that.
So anyway, long story short on mine, it was getting back into acting because I overthought everything, and it was just all the fear of how am I going to go to auditions when I have a full-time job now? How am I going to solve this problem and that problem? And what if I get a job? And all of it was stupid because there are no auditions and there is no work. And so what was I thinking about?
Yeah.
And every day that you live,
total
you are
sense.
acting like a human being. So
But not getting paid for it. Hey, Jen,
Anyway.
Yes.
I saw your eyes
I-
perk up earlier. What do you got?
So mine is sort of related to the review one. So this very week, I was driving on the freeway and I got a flat tire,
no.
which sucked. And I pulled off the freeway And
you pulled off the freeway? Did it enjoy it?
I don't even. Is that bad?
I
You
have
mean
somewhere
like
else to be.
Look, I think the 405 is pulled off pretty often, so it probably didn't matter.
Oh, I see now.
It's a
okay,
euphemism.
got it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. You ignore it.
Because freeways are bad.
Don't encourage them.
Anyway.
I exited the freeway
Much better.
like two penis arms being pulled.
Mhm.
And I was it was like 4:30 in the afternoon, and I just like the whole thing immediately threw me into this deep anxiety because I'm also happen to be cat sitting. And so the anxiety that happened was, if I need new tires, I need to get them right now because it's 4:30 and all these places are going to close by 6. And I had a very similar, like, long list of anxieties in my head about what to do about it, including that a friend of mine had just gotten a flat tire and was very excited about her tire shop. But that tire shop was really far away. And so in my head, because I was feeling anxious, I was like, I've got to go to that tire shop. That tire shop is the only tire shop I should go to. I called AAA. This guy lied. He said I'm 10 minutes away, and he showed up 45 minutes later. It was nuts. And I had no one to call. So I was on my phone going like, I've got to find a tire shop that's good. And so making that decision while... And like the anxiety was, I'm going to be stuck on this road forever with this flat tire, and the cats that I'm taking care of are going to die of starvation because I have no way to get to them.
Right.
So yeah, that was a lot of, it doesn't matter to anybody else. Anyone else, like I got through it just fine, but the amount of anxiety that I poured onto it of picking the quote unquote right tire store, I ended up going to, the guy was like, first of all, my tires were from 2011, which is considered they should be put in sort of museum.
Those are technically called geriatric tires.
Yeah. Right, yeah. You made money on this deal.
But that's a great year for tires. That's a great year for tires. It's tough to get rid of those.
Let me
Those
just
are called
say,
gray walls.
They he said to me, did you run into a curb? And I said no. And he goes, why are they crumbling? And I said, I don't know.
Wagon wheels do that sometimes.
It was really, that part of it was embarrassing.
They're literally made of stone. There's no
what
footstones.
road were
Found
you
a
on?
fossilized trilobite.
I was on the
in
101.
You were on the one, like...
I was on the 101,
There are-
and very luckily, it was going very slow.
There are several people
As it usually is.
here right now that you could have just texted, and
100%.
we're all relatively close to a lot
The
of the
101.
101.
Somebody even has access to tires and keeps inventory on them.
To be fair, the 101 does run all the way up and down the state of California.
Yes, but we
I don't
are
have any
all
friends along the
we
101.
all live relatively close to many parts of the 101 that runs through Los Angeles.
That's very nice. Thank you. That's good to know the next time this happens. In 70,000 miles. From
Funny, when she said I didn't have anyone else, I didn't have anyone to call, I also took that personally. So thank you.
I'm so sorry.
Validating me, Sanders. Thank you.
You have wounded us deeply by not inconveniencing
Yeah,
us.
what the what the
making
fuck,
me-
Jen? Why would you fucking share something like this?
This is way worse than not playing a guitar on a podcast.
Guys, give her a chance. She can give us a call in 2054 when it happens again and she needs a new tire.
The next time these tires decompose.
Right,
It's
yeah.
already bad enough we're
while
not
I'm
doing the
driving.
next show because of you, but like now this.
See, now I'm having new anxiety on top of the tire anxiety, which is
But
unpleasant.
at least you've lost the worry of wondering why you didn't call us.
I know exactly. I think
That
this
has
is
been
it. I
validated.
think subconsciously
That's
I
been
knew.
perfectly validated.
But part of the anxiety is like I've got to handle this on my own.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can't bother anybody about it.
Oh, that's
and
what I
it's
do.
like,
Yeah.
like I just can't.
You lie, Jet.
It's hard to explain.
I mean,
I probably
think,
should look at
I
the
think
list
most of us do that though
diagnoses, for
when
sure.
any crises does happen, regardless of the intensity of that crisis. We get like tunnel vision where we're like,
Yes.
no one outside of our own ability exists anymore. And
And
This is
that's a
true,
good
yeah.
example of one of those like moments you're thrust into where it's like life is grabbing you and saying, "Prove you're an adult."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
change your tire.
yeah.
All right, let's see what you got.
Yeah.
You're like, oh no. I was warned about this in high school. I knew this was going to happen.
There is a certain amount of that too, especially if you're a single person. You want to be like, I know why I'm single. I don't need anybody.
Right.
And then you I want to be able to be fine, but really, I mean, AAA guy showed up and I was like, I'm so sorry. I mean, I was just like a mess and didn't do well. And then I had to pick a tire store very quickly that was nearby, and they were very nice. And I did cry a little bit in the tire store lobby. So I'm like not quite
An adult?
It's not. I'm not quite an adult yet.
Damn.
So maybe
I'm
another.
with you. I'm with you.
So did you call your friend back and tell her you found a tire store that's just as good as hers?
No, I didn't. She thinks I went to her tire store because I don't want her to feel bad.
Oh
'cause
man!
I did
Oh man!
text her and
In
ask
like
Really?
5 years,
that-
she's
and
gonna
on
find
that,
out.
listen.
No, don't worry. Nobody's listening because this is on a podcast.
really good.
No, I do like the idea that you're going to have to keep up that lie for the next 90 years.
I'll tell her.
Like, I don't know
when it
how they
seems
preserved human
interesting.
life so long. We all have to live another 90 years.
I hope my life never becomes so bankrupt that I'm like, I have a favorite tire store. I hope I never come to that point. Not that I'm judging your friend, but I'm judging your friend.
Yeah, you sure are. Super.
Hey, I just, I need you to give me a ride. Look, you owe me a favor. I'm gonna say you owe me a favor. I recommended that great caterer to you 5 years ago, and you used that caterer. And I feel like you owe me forever for that recommendation.
All I need you to do is just admit the world's flat. Admit the world's flat and jump in the ride, buddy. I got you.
Touche. All right. Okay.
Seat warmers are warming.
God damn it. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me think about this real quick. How badly do I really need to go to Whole Foods Market? Right?
Huh?
I
You
mean,
have four kids.
Yep. And they are particular about their organics. They really will not eat anything else.
Dad, you said you owe me a favor, and I'm not feeling well. So my favor is that you get me the very specific fish bone broth from Whole Foods. That's super organic.
No, you're right. I do owe you a favor. You're the one who told me that I needed to get help from other people and
Right.
not just rely on myself.
Yep.
And you talked me into standing up. Honestly, I was getting help from other people for you, as opposed
Right.
to just neglecting you, which I
Well,
did a lot of, which is another reason I owe you.
Right. That's
Okay.
That's why you owe me, because
And yeah, no, you're right. I'm finally an adult at this point. I can't argue otherwise.
you're my dad. Of course you're an adult. You weren't a baby when you had a baby.
I wasn't, but I definitely wouldn't say I was an adult when I had you either. But at this point, I am.
Yeah, and right here in this aisle up here with the other broths and stocks, here's our organic fish bone broth here that you were looking for. It's right here.
I am so glad you have it, because you have no idea what I had to compromise to be able to even get here. My entire code of reality has been thrown out the window just to get a ride here.
Listen, that's no problem. But now that I've helped you out here, you owe me a favor.
Yeah, no, that's how this works. Okay, all right. And is it just do we have a ledger where this is kept, or do you want the favor right now?
Oh no, it has to happen right now. I don't know if I'm ever going to see you again.
Fair enough. I'm a man of my word. I would have given you my phone number. I would have given you my email address. I would have given you my Instagram. I would have given you my TikTok.
No, this has to happen right now. You see,
Okay.
you see that man at the end of the aisle perusing the spices?
The guy with the hat?
Yeah, that guy with that fucking ugly ass hat. He was a dick to me, and you need to go punch him in the back of the head.
Okay. All right. I can do this. I can do this. Okay. I'm coming out of retirement. Funky Bunch is back together, and this is what I got to do. All right. We're
Give
gonna
him some
make
good
this.
vibrations right now.
That's right. That's right. I'm feeling that Jolene energy. She fought back, and I can fight back too, just like we did in that song. So, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Marky Mark taught me how to punch a man. Let's go.
Go punch the guy in the ugly hat.
All right.
I'm watching from the end of the aisle.
Okay. All right, I'm going. Hey, you.
Yeah.
You. Yeah.
What?
You recognize me?
Wait. Were you at the time? Oh! I had Carolina on my mind. You knocked it right out, motherfucker. Oh, you could have had a friend in me. But now, I'm taking these non-GMO fish broth, and I will take my ass to Trader Joe's.
Is that what
Carly?
you wanted?
Yeah, you did great.
Ow! Oh man, those rings are hard.
What have I become?
This is non-GMO fish bone broth. I wanted GMO fish bone broth. Therefore, this agreement that we had, you still owe me a favor, Dad. You told me to be. You said to be a man of your word, and I am a person of my word because you're a person of your word. Because you're an adult and not a baby who had a baby. So therefore,
You're right.
by circular flat logic, you owe me.
All right, God. Apocalypse is here. We're down to our last two on the list. Do you want Mark Wahlberg or Jet Kaufman?
Oh, come
it's a
on.
lo-
This is a Sophie's choice. This is a
It
reverse
really
Sophie's
is.
choice. Neither one is good. Neither one is right. Go left, you're wrong. Go right, you're wrong. I
don't want either
God.
one of them in hell. I'll be honest with you.
Have we considered?
I don't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted to let you know that Mark is still in the vault, and he's just coming up with still different names for finger blasting. I'm just putting it out there.
Can you send it to voicemail, please? We're trying
Will
to...
do. It's the only
Thank you.
prayers coming in. Jet is not. He's not praying at all.
God, how about a Dorchester dunk? If we call it Dorchester dunking, okay. How about Wister wanking?
Look, can you bring some more markers in here, God? My arm is just losing out. The walls, the ceiling.
No, whoa! You did it in marker? We're supposed to be carving this shit in the fucking stone.
He just added another one, digitalis diddling. That just came in.
All right, let me get the chisel.
Yes, please. And all the U's should look like V's.
I don't know why I keep this job.
Another one, pee-pee in the pee-hole.
Cape Cod cowabunga, or Cape Cod cunnilingus. No, that's too much. No, you know what? Forget that one, God, because that one only works if you were like bros with Satan, and I'm not a bro with Satan. So I really hope you're not bros with Satan. I really hope that, God, I pray that you're not bros with Satan.
Hey, Doc. I know I've never come to you before, but I hear you're the person to see. I'm gonna go script Earth on this whole thing. So what I need you to do is write me a script for Earth.
A script for Earth?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's scorched Earth. My bad. Never mind.
Legit.
Sorry about that, Jen. I thought you'd be with me. I'm like, oh, nope, I'm alone.
Wait, me?
We're just hanging each other out to dry on this season finale of the Super Legit podcast. And that's how we roll.
Yeah.
Michael Heiman, why don't you hang us out to dry with our outro?
You know I will. Thank you as always to Matt Walker for our intro and outro music. This episode was hosted by Jet Kaufman, edited by Jet Kaufman and Chris Sanders, and co-hosted by me, Michael Heiman. Every scene you heard today was improvised on the spot, along with some of the ads, with only a light touch of editing for your comfort. If you're loving what we're doing, pause real quick and write a 5-star review before you close the app, and tell your friends about us. If you want to submit your own question for our next season, you can private message us. You can tag us on Instagram, Facebook, or Threads, or you can email us at contact@superlegitpod.com. Tonight's regular cast includes Josh Spence, Chris Sanders, Chris Compton, Jen Burton, Sean Michael Boozer, our very special season finale guest, Douglas Sarine. Doug, do you want to plug anything? Tell some people about stuff that they should see and hear?
Podcast.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you got to listen to Anthem of Life podcast. I'm gradually working my way through the Super Legit crew. I'll eventually get to everyone. But also, Josh Spence has a new solo album out. Look for it on SoundCloud.
Yep.
If it's not there, just hit him up on the social. He'll give you a private link.
He's playing all of the Funky Bunch's classics.
I hear there was some copyright infringement with that because his album is actually Sounds of Silence, but it literally is the sound of silence because he doesn't fucking play.
Right.
Yeah.
He got sued by John Cage.
For my audience that doesn't listen to music from 60 years ago, that was a Simon and Garfunkel reference.
I only know
I think
only
we started
know
with a
his
G.E.
90s
Smith
stuff
reference.
when he did Sixpence, None the Richer. Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh,
Fuck, deep cut.
dude.
Nice.
I do
There's
just
the
wanna
album
say,
title.
I was
Just diss me.
I wasn't Josh from Silmar. That's not me.
We know.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
Yeah, we know.
No, there
Okay,
is literally no misspellings in the email. We know it's not you.
And that's the end of our fucking show.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall, Josh.
I don't believe anything's on. Oh my time, I kicked the door on its hinges just so I could move on. Oh, oh,
Josh, favor us with something while we're waiting for.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, for
you know,
real.
It won't end up in the episode.
For real, just I'm not gonna edit the episode if you don't pull out that motherfucking guitar right now, and even just a single strum,
A single strum.
like
Ooh.
I can
tune
do a
it,
single strum.
tune that.
You want me
shit.
to tune it?
Tune that shit for us,
Ugh.
and I will edit. I will still edit this episode.
Oh, I mean,
This sounds like just the tip.
It is
very
because
much so.
you know that if he that he
Just the
can't handle
tune.
it because if
Yeah.
he tunes it
Yep.
and he gets it to where he likes it,
No,
he's just gonna have to play something.
You guys are dicks. I know.
So
darkness, my old friend.
yeah,
I-
Josh,
well,
I
look,
also have
Dick
a
arms.
4.5-year-old and a 21-month-old. So I know how to fucking negotiate. So you
Yeah,
tune
this
that
is very
shit.
true.
You tune that shit. I'm gonna count to 3, and if you don't tune that shit,
How's my audio?
no, Steven, Josh is gonna
Oh.
tune his guitar so he can play something for us. So just keep it quiet for a few minutes.
I'd say that is the most Hotel Jesus Fish wallpaper I have ever seen.
That is
I
very.
know that's a
yes.
real ichthus wallpaper.
What's
I'm
up,
not going to be
Steven?
able to stay on for long because I literally had just turned out the lights, just said goodnight to the family, turned off all the lights in the room. It was pitch dark. And then, of course, that's when I get the text where it's like, hey, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
so you're in the corner of the hotel room with the lamp on.
Yeah, I'm keeping
we
That's
can
him in the
everybody else
corner.
from
That's
going
him
to
in the
bed.
It
spotlight.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, well done,
You hear the
sir.
woohoo
Thank
from
you.
my wife. I'm going to turn. Yeah. That's the family. Yeah.
Hey,
They say hi. That's the
hey,
guest
come
here.
play with Daddy in the corner.
Yeah, nobody puts daddy in the corner.
That beat me to it. Beat me to it.
Have they ever heard
All
your
right, well, I
spot
just-
on Mark Wahlberg impersonation that you do? Have your
All I
family
do is
ever
walk
heard
around
that?
Being Mark Wahlberg all day.
Okay.
Y'all got to get prayed up. That's all I got. That's my Mark Wahlberg. Yeah. You don't spend a lifetime as a Celtics fan without developing that Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
Without
All right. Well,
developing a deep-seated fear of Mark Wahlberg.
yeah. Like most people in the community of Boston, a deep-seated fear of Marky the Mark. I'm basically on here to just say, hey, I hope you guys had a great episode and happy season finale.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Thank you.
You were missed.
We love
Yeah.
you. And miss you.
Yeah.
Love
See
you
you next
guys.
season.
I'll see you guys when I'll see you guys in season 2.
Three.
Season 3.
Yes.
Wait.
The first
this is up to
100.
Season 2. All right, edit this back into the other episode. All right.
Right.
All right.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Travel safe,
All right.
babe.
Bye.
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 Can
Yeah.
you hear that? I don't think you can hear that.
We can hear that.
Yeah, I can.
A little bit. A
Oh,
little
it
bit.
does?
Not a lot, but a little.
He's playing
Yeah, we gotta
Everlong.
work on the
He just started playing Everlong.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
I was.
Ooh,
I don't have
are
the
you
strap.
taking
Everybody be
requests?
quiet. Let's hear it.
No,
Best song ever by One Direction. Best song ever.
No, can I talk about the guitar though? This is
No,
this is
shut up
my-
and play.
Ooh, nice.
Wow, look at that thing.
That's Flying V.
Yeah,
God,
stop stalling.
Okay, hero, Foo Fighters.
I can, if you give me a second, I can tune it. It's
We won't be able to hear the
Look at-
difference, honestly, because it's distant. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Look at this
Yeah.
asshole
Fucking
trying to be
bull-
all modest and humble and
Mhm.
stuff.
Seems like you can play.
You're
So-
very good.
You guys are liars, but thank you. There was a time. Well, thank you, Jen. I appreciate
So
that.
rude.
I played for a while, and then I gave it up because I felt I wasn't good. I never mind having the fun of it, and my mom would always ask me to play, and I didn't want to play because I felt nervous about it. But like again, because I talk about guitar so much, like this shape is called it's called an Explorer. So I always talk about how it was my favorite model, and my mom's not like the most computer savvy person in the world, but she went onto eBay of all places, typed in Explorer, found this guitar for me, bought it for me, and she was like, "I'm just gonna leave this here, and I hope someday that you play again." And then I've picked it up, and I kind of haven't stopped playing since. It's my favorite guitar. It's hard for me to play because it's actually a really rare guitar. This color is called a TV Silver. It's a certain, anyways, it's like a $10,000 guitar. So I really don't want to fucking touch it because it's so nice. But my mom's like, "Hey, I bought it for $350 on eBay, so I really don't give a fuck how much it is. So you should just play it because I love you." So yeah, so I play it all the time. So yeah.
This would be the world's most effective Amazon review.
Legit. This is the post.
And that's when I hit end record.
Yeah.